How many of you have ever used the internet? Of course you have. Everybody uses the internet. But unfortunately, that means that your information is at risk. Here's a more specific question. How many of you have ever had a Yahoo account? So, a lot of people. Well, recently, just last week, Yahoo announced that all 3 billion users in 2013 were compromised. They already announced this attack in December, but they just announced that everyone was compromised. So there's 300 million people in the United States and 7 billion people in the world. So 3 billion, that's a lot. So what exactly happened? Well, Yahoo said that it was committed by a state-sponsored entity. But this has been subject to skepticism, and I'll explain why later. What did they take? Attackers took usernames, emails, security questions, passwords, and personal information. No financial information, so it's not necessarily as dangerous as the Equifax attack, but a lot of people are affected. And they can sell your information, use it to get into other accounts. They can use your email to reset passwords for other places on the internet. So, how come they just announced that this attack was so big 4 years later, and they're adding on to the amount of people that they announced in December? Well, they were recently acquired by Verizon, and people are claiming that they're making up the story about who committed the attack and how many people were affected because they were afraid it would affect the sale. And there's also evidence that they knew that they had people in their system all the way back in 2014. So what about that other attack I mentioned? Well, that affected 500 million users, so a lot less, but still the second biggest in history, next to the first one, which was also Yahoo. And they took a proprietary system that Yahoo uses to authenticate cookies, and they can use it to forge cookies and get into your other accounts on the internet without even needing a password, which is pretty dangerous. And when they made the announcement about the recent attack, they said they had no updates about this, so they haven't really done much about it, and they could have. So what can you do to stay safe? Well, you should, even if you aren't sure if you were affected or not, you should still change your passwords, change your security questions for Yahoo and other places on the internet just to stay safe. And it doesn't have to be like a crazy long password, but don't make yourself the easiest person to get, because attackers just want the easiest information they can get. They don't want to work hard. And you're probably not that important that they would go out of their way just to steal your information. And you should also be careful with emails. Yahoo is sending out emails to people explaining what happened and what you can do. But attackers are taking advantage of this, and they're sending out phishing emails. A real email from Yahoo isn't going to have any links or ask for any information. It's going to tell you what to do. And if you're not sure, you should just go to the Yahoo website, and you should contact their support team. And remember, this affects yourself outside of the Yahoo ecosystem, so like any other accounts you have, just be safe. And tell your friends. Some people might not know about this, and it's kind of a big deal.